What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Mutilation Rites, entitled Harbinger. This is released on Prosthetic Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of New York City, New York, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very sludgy, doomy, and crusty style of black metal. The first time I had gotten acquainted with this band was their 2012 debut full-length entitled Empyrean. That was a really, really impressive debut, considering the fact that prior to that album, this band had released some really, really incredible demo and EP work. Most notably, the two EPs that came out around the same year. I want to say Devoid and I Am Legion. Just some really, really good EP work going on there. And Empyrean was a nice little addition to the already consistent flow of music coming from this band. I thought it was a really good debut, but it only made me wonder what they could do to become even better. But yeah, I really hadn't heard much about anything music-wise from this band in quite a good while, but they've been a very, very consistently active band when it comes to playing live and doing tours. If I'm not mistaken, they did a tour not too long ago with the band Full of Hell, and of course that's gotten this band to get much more exposure. And I believe there's a new arsenal in their ranks. I believe they got a guy who once played in the band Today Is the Day and Whitehorse. Ryan Jones, I believe that's who they got. They brought him in as a full-time member, and to add a little bit of diversity to the vocals and to the bottom end of the band. Now here we are with their sophomore effort entitled Harbinger. It's 8 tracks, and it clocks in at around 43 minutes in length. And quite honestly, this album blows away Empyrean on every single level. Pretty much what the first album had, but there is a lot more heaviness going on to it. There is a much more evil sort of presence going on here. You get the black metal elements that you best know Mutilation Rites for, but then again, the sludgy, crusty, D-beat sort of styles that this band blends and merges so well works so good here on Harbinger, and I definitely think this is devoid of any sort of sophomore slump material. This is some quality US black metal, and these guys know exactly how to get it done. Riff work is incredibly heavy. That's where you almost get the sludge element of this band going forward. Just the devastatingly heavy riff work that starts this album off with the track Black Pyramid. Just the way the riffs go along so heavily on that track is just amazing. Very, very well played. Very, very articulate guitar playing. Very, very simplified, but yet I think the riff work is just really, really top-notch. Then you get on to tracks like Gravitational Collapse, and then one of the tracks that was released from this album entitled Suffer the Children. I think the guitar playing on those tracks are really, really sensational. Once again, highlighting the almost sludge and crust sort of elements this band brings together. I think Mutilation Rites make the guitar work very smoothly here. Bass work is very, very good, very, very dingy, very dirty, very audible in this album's mix. It's very, very well heard. I definitely like that they put a heavy emphasis on the bottom end of this musical soundscape. I think it's really, really awesome. Moving on to the drums, this guy is a really, really awesome drummer. He used to play in Tombs, if I'm not mistaken, and his drum playing here is very, very top-notch. You get a little bit of a D-beat sort of influence on certain instances. I want to say on the track Exhaling or Breathing In, you just get some really, really awesome drum work going on that particular track. And then going on to tracks like, once again, Suffer the Children and Contaminate, you get a very, very good variety of drumming going on here. Mainly moderate to slow-paced, but yet this is a kind of drum pace that actually can bring your attention forward and make you want to listen to what's going on. It's a very, very interesting drum performance, but yet I think this guy knows exactly what he's doing. And when it comes to the vocals, there's a little bit of a variety when it comes to the vocal stylings. On one end, you pretty much get the typical sort of black metal growling and retching, high end sort of growls. I think they're done very, very phenomenally here. You can almost tell that the singer's in almost torment here whenever he's saying his words. But then you get an almost low, muffled sort of guttural growl going on here. I think it's really, really awesome, and it definitely adds a lot more variation to the vocal stylings. Definitely makes you want to understand and definitely get into the singer's head. There's just a lot of craziness going on with the vocal styles here. I think it's really awesome. So overall, if you're a fan of the first Mutilation Rites album, I would definitely say give Harbinger a shot. I definitely think it is a massive, massive improvement. There is a lot of great songwriting and musicianship going on here. I love the variations from black metal to crust to D-beat to almost sludgy, doomy territories. I think Mutilation Rites pull that style off perfectly, and Harbinger is quite a success. So if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Black Pyramid, Exhaling or Breathing In, Gravitational Collapse, and Suffer the Children. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Mutilation Rites Bandcamp page where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. It is available digitally, and it is available in many, many, many physical formats. You can buy a Digipack CD, 12-inch double vinyl, cassette tape. You can order directly through the band, or you can order different options through Prosthetic Records. So there's many, many ways to get a hold of this album. So again, the album is Harbinger by Mutilation Rites. This is released on Prosthetic Records. Definitely check this out. And I'm going to give this a very solid 8 out of 10. Very, very awesome follow-up to Empyrean. Mutilation Rites definitely know how to bring black metal to the sludgy and crusty side of things. So support Mutilation Rites. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.